Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur Premier League preview. Tottenham Hotspur travel to Old Trafford on Sunday, the 14th of January, to face the Red Devils, the team we love most, who is Manchester United. Of course, they will be at Old Trafford. The game kicks off at 4:30, and as you can see by the side of me, there will be, of course, as usual, a live watch along here on the United Way YouTube channel. We'll be live at 4 p.m. The game kicks off at 4:30, so we'll be live 30 minutes beforehand as well. So, like, comment, hit that bigger subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow our socials, links in the description, but hit the notification bell so you don't miss, so you'll be notified every time we go live or publish a video. We have a few big guests up in the pipeline, and I'm really looking forward to it. So tune in the next week because it's going to be tops, and hopefully the channel can go from here to here in seconds. But listen, we're going to go through the preview. Lots to talk about. And as we know, Tottenham Hotspur coming into this game, who will probably be... I'd say Tottenham are coming into this game as favourites, but I actually think Manchester United can do it. I mean, listen, I know people are probably saying, Dean, are you okay? Like, are you all right in the head? Yes, is what I'll answer you. But, Manchester United, Tottenham, I mean, yeah, we played Tottenham at Old Trafford last season and we won 2-0. Fred and Bruno got the goals. And, again, Manchester United were better then, Tottenham were poor then. Now Manchester United are poor now and Tottenham are better now. So, how much things have changed in a year is mad. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game, no doubt about it. And I'm actually looking forward to it. It's the first Premier League game of the year, I mean, it's mad, that'll be 14 days into the new year. And that'll be literally like our first game in the Premier League. Obviously, we played Wigan on Monday in the FA Cup and we won 2-0. When you think back, we should have beat them by more. But look, that was done, and I'm glad we got the job done there. But I'm going to go through form, all that good stuff, just so I can find it. So this is only Premier League only, not FA Cup. Domestic or European, just Premier League, nothing else. So, Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United, sorry, we start off with Manchester United. So, we lost 3-0 against Bournemouth at home. We drew 0-0 against Liverpool. We lost 2-0 against West Ham. We beat Aston Villa 3-2, and we lost against Wigan 2-1. Now again, you can put the Bayern Munich game into that as well. So we lost against Bayern and we drew and we beat Wigan. That's that. But in the Premier League, we've only won one game in our last four, and that was the 26th of December against Aston Villa. And if you didn't, I don't think you need to mind, but we can't forget we were 2-0 down at half time. So we can't forget that, like it or not. So again, it was a tough, hard fought victory against Aston Villa. So yeah, we only have, of our last five in the Premier League, we only have 4 points. 4 points is what we have in our drawn against Liverpool away and beating Aston Villa. That's 4 points. Lost against Nottingham Forest, lost against West Ham, and lost against Bournemouth. That is not good for Manchester United. It's not good. It's poor. No disrespect to Bournemouth or Forest. West Ham fair enough, but still we should be beating them teams. So our previous 5 in the Premier League, it's still not impressive. Even looking at the Aston Villa win, it's 3-2. We deserve the win, obviously, when you look back at the game. And then Liverpool was pretty much just try and get whatever you can out of this game. But look, it will be a tough game. No doubt about it. This will be a very, very tough game. Tottenham coming to Old Trafford, they'll want to get the job done. They beat us earlier on the season 2-0. When we look back at that game, even at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we had a few chances to win that game. So maybe some would say we should have won that game. But look, we didn't take our chances, and that's been Manchester United's kind of main problem this season. We're not taking our chances, and we've seen it even in the Wigan Athletic game in the FA Cup. We're not taking our chances. So yeah, I mean, look, let us know. I just think it will be a tough game. Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham come to Old Trafford. Tottenham do have a few issues themselves. more, not more playing wise, but team now. So we'll get through Tottenham when we get there. But again, it's a must win, and I think it's a must win for Ten Hag and to keep top four alive. Is it Ten Hag's last chance? If we go and lose against Tottenham on Sunday, depending on how we lose and what way it was lost, will it be Ten Hag's last chance? Me, depending on how if we do lose, it depends on how much we lose by. If you lose by a goal, even two, fair. But if you lose by 3 or 4, even 5, well then okay, I doubt Ten Hag will be around anytime soon. Will be around any longer. Sorry. But again, I wouldn't say it's Ten Hag's last chance. But if you lose by a goal or two, I'd say all right. Wouldn't say it's his last chance, depending on how we play and what the score is. But I do think if it's a big, like a 6-1 again, or even 5-1, 4-1, well, then maybe it'll be a conversation that'll need to be had, no doubt about it. I mean, I don't want us to sack him, but sometimes you have to come to the conclusion of things, and I haven't came to it yet, just in case anyone wants me to. But again, let us know. Do you think it is Ten Hag's last chance? In a way, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, depending on how much we lose. But I think that's what every Manchester United fan would say. And the performance as well, because even though we've been winning games, well, when we have won games, the performances still haven't been, incredible or consistent enough. So, I mean, can we go, this is probably the consistent Manchester United can get, beat Wigan, beat Tottenham, then we have a break, then we're back then playing either Newport or Eastleigh in the FA Cup away. I mean, if we really put our heads down, we could win nearly all of our games in January. Again, there's only 2 games left in this month: Manchester United, Tottenham, and the FA Cup game, and then we play Wolves in the 2nd or 3rd of February, which that'll be a tough game, no doubt about it. But look, it'll be interesting to see. But let us know, do you think it is Ten Hag's last chance? Now, I think that's vital. I do think coming into this game is the midfield. The midfield is very, very vital in this game. And another thing is the attack. The midfield and the attack. The midfield obviously implements, supports, gives service to the attack. Bruno Fernandes will be starting this game, no doubt about it. He's the captain. Even if he wasn't the captain, Bruno will still be starting. So we got Bruno there. So he will be in the defense. He will be the 2 defensive midfielders. Will Ten Hag try and play McTominay? I hope he doesn't. I think if Ten Hag plays McTominay, he's tall, strong, gets stuck into the box. He's fairly quick, not, Kobe Mainu quick or whatever, but he has legs. I just don't want to see that. I mean, it's not like Tottenham have, Declan Rice or Rodri or even Souček in there, Tottenham are going to go with a 4-3-3 probably, or 4-2-3-1, depending on how things shape up. They may go with a 4-3-3, and Postecoglou may want to just stick, he's a stubborn manager, just like Ten Hag, the tactics don't change a lot, regardless on what the situation is during the game, before the game, after the game. They're greedy managers. Not greedy, sorry, stubborn managers, sorry. And don't get me wrong, they are 2 good managers as well, Eric Ten Hag and Ange Postecoglou. I know people might be looking at Manchester United season and saying, "Come on, Dean, are you serious?" I actually do think they are 2 good managers. When hopefully when we have our injuries come back, obviously we'll get through that in a few. I really, really do think that they are 2 good managers. Obviously at this moment of time, Ange, he's getting the results, so some say, well, he's the better manager at the time. That's fair enough, but if he can do what Ten Hag done his 4th season, then fair enough. But look, who knows? That's just what I mean. I haven't watched Tottenham lots of seasons, but when I have watched Tottenham, they've gotten results fairly well. But again, will it be McTominay? Will it be the same midfield that played against Wigan? Personally, I wouldn't want that to be. Again, you can get away with playing McTominay in the midfield against lower teams, but I mean, I can say that, but looking at Nottingham Forest, no disrespect. So yeah. Personally, I would like to see, Eriksen and Mainu, But some would say maybe you could throw Casemiro in there if he's back, but we'll get through the team news. So the midfield, personally, I don't want to see McTominay. I don't. Obviously, Amrabat's gone to AFCON with Morocco, so he can't play. So I wouldn't even. Would I even start him? Would I even pick him? I don't know. I'd probably not. But you need Eriksen there for that creativity, his experience. Wouldn't be the best defensive wise, but he can find Bruno and he can find a winger and he can ping a ball along just like Kobbie Mainoo. That's just my personal opinion. But we will get through my predicted 11 in a few minutes. Again, the attack can't be greedy. Marcus Rashford especially. There's a few times against Wigan where he wasn't pinging a ball across the. I mean, there's times where he could have. He was taking shots when he should have been passing, and then when he was passing, he should have been shooting. So again, it's not a big major thing, but the attack also needs to take that chances. It's a big problem Manchester United at this moment in time. The attack's not taking that chances. With Wigan, we created chances. Again, we may not create as many chances against Tottenham because they're better than Nottingham Forest and Wigan. So we may not create, but again, we need to create, and when we get a chance to take them, whoever starts, Rashford, Højlund, Garnacho, Anthony, Ahmad, whoever starts in the attack on Sunday, the chances need to be taken. Like if we took the chances that we've had this season, I think our goal difference wouldn't be as bad, and we'd probably be higher in the league. Who knows? We'll never know. But that's just my personal opinion. Again, we have a bit of positive team news. Again, it doesn't just regard around Licha and Casemiro. Erik ten Hag says Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, Anthony, and Ahmad are all back in contention to play against Tottenham. So again, I personally do think I can't see Martinez and Casemiro starting. I can see Shaw starting and Christian Eriksen. He may start either Ahmad or Anthony, but he may stick with the same attack that started against Wigan. Who knows? He may start Anthony. He may start Ahmad. I wouldn't mind seeing Ahmad personally play and have Garnacho on the left and Rasmus Højlund. That might be the case. You don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. So it's really, really nice to have them back. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I cannot wait to see Casemiro and Licha back on the pitch again. Will Casemiro be a Manchester United player for longer? We don't know. We'll find out. But again, that's a positive team. Because again, they may be back in contention, but they may not even travel. They may be on the bench and they may not even get minutes. But just once they're back in the squad, that's all that matters. But again, obviously there's my predicted 11, so it has question marks. So I've got you there. Again, let us know your predicted 11 in the chat as well. Don't be afraid. I know it's pre-recorded, but I actually. When it goes out, I'm in the comments, so don't worry. I'll respond if I can and if I'm on. But again, that's a bit of team news. Obviously, Malacia and Mount. I thought Maguire was meant to be back for this game. They seem to be out for a bit longer. And Martial, I don't watch Martial. Look, we'll talk about him in a future show. But again, can Man United be Spurs? Yes, but how can Man United be Spurs? Spurs like to play a high line, sorry. We've seen it against Chelsea, even when they went, 10 or 9 men down at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They like to play a high line. Ange Postecoglou likes to play a high line. He's a demanding manager, and he's not going to change them tactics for this game. He's not going to change the tactics that he played against Burnley, that he played against whoever. I mean, Tottenham's previous 5 games, Tottenham Hotspur, they beat Newcastle 4-1 at home. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-0 away. They beat Everton 2-1 at home. They lost 4-2 against Brighton away, and they beat Bournemouth 3-1 at home. So Tottenham, their previous 5 is a lot better than ours, and you could say, obviously, it's slightly the same, no disrespect to Bournemouth, Brighton, Everton, Forest, and even obviously beating Newcastle 4-1 is impressive, but Newcastle aren't really firing. But again, it's better than ours. I mean, they have 3, 6, 9, 12 points in that 12 points over the last 5 games. 4 wins and a loss. that loss is only against Brighton 4-2 away. It's not bad. I mean, they were 4-0 down at one stage, so fair play. So again, I do think that high line, and I do think Rashford will start because that high line. That's all we have to do is take our chances, get at that high line, ping a ball long over the top, and hit. It's going to be we have to hit them on the counter attack, but be a threat and start off fresh. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Again, Tottenham Hotspur. We just mentioned their form, their top goal scorer. I was Son, but since he's gone to, I think it's the Asia Cup, I thought we would look at the next goal scorer after that or before that, and it is Richarlison with 6 goals, and their top assister is Pedro Porro with 6 assists. I look at the Sports Danger Man, and I think it maybe be Kulusevski. Someone said Richarlison, but that's what I'd go with. And again, Spurs will fancy their chances to come to Old Trafford. Though they'll be looking at their form, Manchester United's form. We are playing. They'll be looking at their form. They'll be looking at all sorts of things. And you know what? How can Spurs beat us? Basically, your set pieces were poor at taking set pieces and defending set pieces. So capitalise on them if you must. Not if you must, but there you go. Test that midfield, David. However it is, test that midfield, But I do think our best midfield at this moment in time would be Eriksen, Mainu, and Bruno. But if Casemiro was 100% fit to play, I'd play him, but I do think Hag'S will do that. So that's just that. Run at that defence as well, especially the centre-backs, you're more than likely to be Varane and Johnny Evans. I think that Lindelof won't be back for a while either. And yeah, just pretty much hit us on early on and, have a good start and scare us. We're not an easy team to beat. We're not a hard team to beat. So yeah, there we go. Again, obviously Spurs have team news as well, so we will go through them. So Ange Postecoglou has confirmed Ben Davies, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Dan Scarlett will miss Sunday's trip to Old Trafford, or to Man United. Christian Romero, James Maddison, Ivan Perisic, and Manor Solomon remain out. And Heung-min Son is obviously at the Asia Cup. Sarr and Basuma are at the Africa Cup of Nations. So again, there. So again, Tottenham coming to this game with not their full team. So they are there. I mean, if it was their strongest team, I wouldn't be sitting here saying I think we can beat Tottenham Hotspur. I wouldn't be saying that. I think the outcome will either be a draw or a Manchester United victory. Just the fact of it being at Old Trafford. But if Tottenham are coming here with Maddison, Romero, Perisic, Solomon, whatever, Son, Sarr, Basuma, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. All right, maybe we'll get our arses handed to us. But personally, I just think that they don't have their full team, so I think we have to hit them. Especially that midfield, which is vital. And I want to see a good midfield, Manchester United, because midfields win games. Not just attack, not just defence, not just your goalie. Midfield is crucial. If you lose that midfield battle, it's going to be a tough day, and we'll end up getting humiliated at the back then, and all over the pitch. But again, that's how I think. That's what I think, anyways. Again, I do have a few, slight few stats. So we'll start off, this is Premier League only. So Manchester United's average goal scored per match was 1.1. Average goals conceded per match was 1.35. We've kept 6 clean sheets so far this season in the Premier League. Shout out to Onana. Chances created per match for Manchester United is 1.45. And Man United are 8th in the league with 31 points. With a goal difference of an embarrassing -5. Yeah. While Tottenham Hotspur's average goals scored per match in the Premier League is 2.1. Average goals conceded per match is 1.45. Tottenham have kept 5 clean sheets so far this season in the Premier League. Tottenham's chances created per match is 2.35, and Tottenham are 5th in the league with 39 points, with a goal difference of +13. So, again, they're better than us all on paper, definitely, at the moment. Again, you might look on paper and think, well, Man United have a stronger team, but then, look behind, look at the basics. But yeah, again, now let's go through predictions. Predicted 11s. Again, let us know your overall thoughts, expectations coming into this game, and let us know if you thought I missed anything. And if you disagree with me, it's a fan channel. I like to see people disagree with me. I don't shout at anyone. But again, I do think in goals it will be. I do think it will be Onana in goals and a back four of Shaw and Dalot again. I do. Obviously, we thought it would have been Boy in there, but Afcon's not gone. Afcon. Onana is obviously not playing for Cameroon, and I think he's travelling to Cameroon or to the Afcon on Monday, I think it is, but I don't think he's going to play. And then I think Shaw returned to the squad. He's vital. And I do think Dallo will be right back. I just think Ten Hag prefers Dallo a lot more over Wan-Bissaka. That's just my initial opinion. Tottenham will more than likely have Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson, and Richarlison. I doubt Werner will start to that other centre back, that other player he signed, centre back. I think he is from. Do you know what? I don't know who it is, to be honest. So I do think Sean Dallo will be vital, and that's what I think it will be. And again, Shaw will be really handy in there for his physicality, his pace, his experience, and obviously his defence and his strength, if I've mentioned it already. Again, two centre backs, like we mentioned. Like I just said, I think it'll be Johnny Evans and Raphael Varane. This might be the last game we'll see the centre back partnership, but the next game it may be Varane and Leach, or more likely Maguire will be back. So this might be the last of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's done the job, but I'd rather move on. I would rather move on. But again, they haven't really put it wrong. The experience is vital, but again, sometimes you do be worried about that pace and the injuries and they're injury prone as well. My midfield again, like I said, Eriksen, Mainu. I just think Mainu has been solid so far this season, Manchester United, not just in the Premier League or whatever. Even in pre-season, he was solid. He's came back from injury and he hasn't put a foot wrong for us since. And the more he plays, the more it's like he's proven Ten Hag why he should start him. And Eriksen obviously will be back. So I do think that'll be it. I think Eriksen will be a lot more fitter to play than Casemiro. That's what I'm predicting Casemiro to start. He may come on in the last 30, 15, 20 minutes, even 10, but Ten Hag will definitely try to ease Casemiro and Leach back in, and who knows who else he might try to ease back in. And maybe McTominay Main, but I really hope not. So that'll be the midfield again. Like I said, Eriksen, him and Bruno kind of do well together. Eriksen has that experience. He can ping a ball long, and come up against his former team, Tottenham Hotspur. Then I think it'll be, of course, Bruno Fernandes. I mean, he's the El Capitan. I can't see why Ten Hag will drop him. And then on the wings, it would be Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right. Again, some might say, I want to see us play Anthony, or I want more than likely some would say, do you want to see Garnacho on the left, Ahmad on the right? That's fair enough. And obviously, some would rather see Højlund up top. That's fair, but I just think, the high line Tottenham play, Ten Hag want Rashford to kind of capitalise on that, and Rashford has to pay. So does Garnacho, but I think Rashford can kind of capitalise a high line better than Garnacho. But I feel like, Garnacho and Rashford will bag a goal on the weekend as well, to be fair to you. Bag two, sorry. But again, it'd be interesting to see who Ten Hag does play, but I think it's kind of the attack he prefers. It mightn't be the strongest, but at the moment, I think it's... If Rashford was like he was last season, that Rashford left, Garnacho on the right. I mean, Garnacho's been good this season as well. Tottenham fans calling him mid. Come on, he's only 19, 18. Cut them on some slack. But yeah, that's who would go on the wing. Then up top would be, of course, Rasmus Højlund. I mean, look, I feel sorry for Rasmus. I really, really do. I mean, he's struggling to find the back. Well, I wouldn't really. His last goal was against Aston Villa, wasn't it? At home, 26th of December. So he may find the back in there again. But that's what it'd go. So it'd be Onana in goals, the back four of Luke Shaw, Johnny Evans, Raphael Varane, and Diogo Dalot. A midfield trio of Christian Eriksen, Kobbie Mainoo, and Bruno Fernandes. Then it'd be Marcus Rashford on the left, Alejandro Garnacho on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. Let us know if you agree, and let us know would you go with anything different. Score prediction again. I said, not by sitting here being all big man saying, I do think Manchester United will win, and I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I think it'll be a 2-1 win to the Red Devils. I do think we'll get the win, and it may come back to haunt me. It may, but bit of positivity. I just think the fact being at Old Trafford and Tottenham just haven't got their full strength team coming here. They'll still put up a good fight, no doubt about it. But I think a Charleston will score for them, and I think, like I said, Rashford and Garnacho will score for us. I just get that feeling. That high line, Rashford will probably come in off the left. Then your natural pin off the right. One of them seems to be took it in, the corner. But again, that was my predicted 11. That was my score prediction. It's positive. But like I said at the start of the show, there will be a live watch along live on the United YouTube channel with myself from 4 p.m. 30 minutes before the game. I go through team news, expectations, and all that good stuff. And I'll try and settle your nerves if you're nervous. I'm not nervous. I don't get nervous anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's Manchester United and the way of playing the season, you haven't been great. But or else it's just, the older you get and the more you never know. Be positive. We may lose. Please don't hit me if you don't. But again, look, obviously we're doing kind of an Man United news roundup every night. So that should be out around 8 or 9, maybe 10 o'clock tonight. So check the one we did last night as well. But until then, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one. Come on, United. Let's get the win. See you all then, Reds. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now.